You think you know what Halloween is all about, but you might not. Not really. After all, it wasn't always about candy and pumpkins. What is Halloween? It's a simple question that you've been able to answer since you were old enough to go trick-or-treating, or is it? Most people don't know the true origins of this now commercialized holiday. The Celtic tradition Halloween can be traced back to an ancient Celtic holiday called Samhain, celebrated in what is now Ireland, Scotland, and England, as well as parts of Northern Europe. Starting around 2,000 years ago, the three-day pagan religious festival began around October 31st to honor the harvest and prepare for the dark half of the year, according to History.com. The ancient Celts believed that on this day, the line between the living and the spiritual realm was blurred, meaning that ghosts from beyond could visit the living and monsters could find their way into people's houses. Those celebrating aimed to ward off as much evil as possible. They held special rites to keep monsters, witches, and evil fairies at bay. They told tales about mythological heroes in the underworld, and they tried to protect themselves against evil. How? By dressing up as monsters so they wouldn't be kidnapped or consumed by actual monsters. How the rituals evolved. Celtic priests, also known as druids, started the holiday with a bonfire to welcome the spirits back to the world of the living. During this ritual, they burned crops and animals as sacrifices to the gods. They also focused on the temporary return of their loved ones. In fact, children would play games with the dead at their homes, and adults would hold conversations with them. But it was the dark side of the holiday that inspired many of the Halloween traditions we embrace today, according to Smithsonian.com. As people tried to protect themselves against evil spirits in search of mischief. For example, in addition to dressing up to disguise themselves to fool these spirits, people carried treats as bribes in case they were confronted by them. And they carried jack-o'-lanterns made out of turnips not only to light up darkness but also as another way to scare off these unsavory spirits. It was much later that Irish immigrants swapped out the turnips for the now ubiquitous pumpkins. When Halloween arrived in the United States, Halloween was a tough sell in early colonial America because of the new population's strict religious beliefs. But it was more commonly celebrated in Maryland and the South. And as the Europeans mingled with the Native Americans, traditions evolved even further. Halloween festivities meshed with autumn festivals and featured celebratory public events, singing and dancing, ghost stories, and pranks. But it wasn't until the second half of the 19th century that Halloween really became popular in the United States. Why? Irish immigrants escaping the potato famine brought their ideas and traditions about Halloween along with them. Thank you for watching it. Subscribe the channel and like the video for more informative video.